Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to Sarnet Television. We're going to take a look at a product range that we carry from a company by the name of Setina, which is up in the great state of Washington. In fact, they're just outside the state capital, which is Olympia, Washington. The company itself has been in business for many, many years and produces a very, very high quality prisoner screen. It comes in different shapes and sizes, so you have screens that will go directly behind the driver passenger area, and there are screens that in turn can be mounted directly behind the prisoner area or for additional storage if the need arises, and we'll come to that in a second. Basically what you have is you have a solid roll piece of steel. This is not to be confused, by the way, with a roll bar, although it does look like one. It's not designed to be a vehicle roll bar, but basically this rolled steel runs right around the entire area to which the screen is attached. The lower level of the screen is welded and held in place. In the area here, you've got the ability to drop in this particular case, we have got a plexiglass screen, or Lexan, which is a General Electric term. There is a slider window which allows you to have access. There again are different models. This one happens to be a 10S screen. And on the website you can check out all the different model types depending on your need and depending on how much money you want to spend. This particular one is quite nice in that it allows airflow from the front of the vehicle into the rear. There's also a version of the same screen which actually has a wiring cover that goes over this particular area, and that wiring cover then allows you to keep the prisoner, if you wish, inside the back of the vehicle. This particular screen also has a cutout area called a recess panel, and inside the recess panel in this particular application we have mounted a dual weapons mount, and that's something which is available from SirenNet. You can check out that on the gun lock section of sirenet.com. Now, the recess unit doesn't necessarily need to have to be used for weapon storage because, of course, and this is a demonstration unit, if you happen to be, excuse the poetic license here, but if you happen to be sitting in the vehicle, you could have an area where you have need for additional storage. This area that I'm showing you here is attached to the screen with, in this case, a total of 3 bolts. This reasoning for this is that if a prisoner is behind the screen, they cannot reach around and interfere with the officer in the front of the vehicle. However, after 2009, all sedan motor vehicles in the United States are going to come with a side impact airbag. As a result of that, Setina has come out with a new product, and in this new product you will see, rather than having a fixed piece of Lexan or Perspex, as the case which is shown here, you have a piece that will fold away or will break away when and if the unfortunate situation occurs that an airbag in this particular area is deployed. So again, it is an option that is currently available depending on the age of the vehicle and depending on whether or not the vehicle actually has side impact airbags. So that's something important to note. So let's take a quick look at the screen at the back here for a second. As I mentioned earlier, in the screen in question you can have different options. This previous one had a front slider. This one actually does not have a slider, but actually has a fixed wire epoxy coated area that also allows airflow, and there is then a Lexan or Perspex screen available behind the head of the driver. Since we're driving in the United States, we do happen to have the driving wheel on the right hand side. And here we have some footage that shows the actual screen installed, and this happens to be actually a Ford Expedition. The Ford Expedition happens to have a rear screen. This is a screen that is placed in the rear compartment area behind the rear passenger seat or prisoner area. And this allows you additional protection, both from the possibility of a prisoner escaping, but also allows you additional protection in the event that you have equipment stored in the rear compartment area from moving forward. So there you have it, great product from Setina. So check it out. All the relevant information is available on the website. And I'm Stuart, and thanks for watching Sarnet TV.